here we go. I did it. I fixed everything. Now I can do what I was set out to do. Here we go. Let's
Wait,
so
what? Wait, what? What the fuck's going on? What?
I don't know what I
Sorry, I
did.
was
I
on
don't
my
know.
phone. No, but why are we watching this?
Because it says Jordan Peterson says what turns women on with Bill Maher. You got a woman.
I hate.
I got a woman.
I've watched some clips of this guy. What's his show called? It's a really ridiculous name that you wouldn't expect from
Club
Bill
Random.
Club Random.
That's very cool for a 60-year-old man.
Right, Club Random. So
Look how he's dressed.
But he always, because we watched the Rob Schneider one, right? And I watched a few of the other ones, and he's always just got like a really weird, like kind of stone drunk old man vibe, like just kind of like your stone drunk relative at like a event that you wouldn't want to kind of get stuck sitting with. And
Yeah.
he's even the setting, it looks that way.
Wearing a Smash Mouth looking shirt. He looks like the guy from Smash Mouth in that shirt. But I do want to know what turns women on. And
with Jordan Peterson. Now I know Jordan Peterson. I've spoken to him many a times. I have his phone number, and you could get it too. I just want everyone to know, it's not like I didn't get it in any nefarious way. It's just like you could just look it up. He's a professor.
Yeah, and you just give him a call and say,
you just call him.
Yeah,
I don't know the laws. I don't know the rules. I just call him.
Help me out with getting laid. Here we go. Let's see what they got to say here.
And what
women like verbal pornography.
Well,
that's it's true. It's true.
Meaning
moron. That's a moron thing to say. This is like what the dumbest man in the world says when you're in.
I mean, this guy is remarkably dumb. Like, I don't want to say like I called him with Ben Shapiro AI, like, saying that, I wear my little suspenders, but I want to dress like a big boy, like just saying the most outrageous thing. And then he didn't clue in, like his like cognitive. I know he's like maybe brilliant in some, maybe he's not. I know nothing, but I mean, he was like at some point he was like an intellectual or whatever. But it seems like he's had actual like cognitive decline or something, or like something's happened to his brain. Because he does not seem sharp at all.
I don't think he was like a smart guy. I think he was like he taught undergrad at a college in Canada, which is actually a lot harder to teach a college in Canada. That's something I know about Canada. But he was teaching at a college in Canada. He wouldn't use people's pronouns.
Yeah,
there wasn't anything else. He cries when he watches like The Little Mermaid and stuff.
I mean, I know I'm Canadian, so stop. I know about him. Stop trying to tell me about Jordan Peterson like you're Canadian. You're not.
I knew him way before.
He's not really anything special in his field. I believe it, but he's still from like academia, right? But he doesn't like, I guess people from academia oftentimes are not sharp and able to like sort of, that's kind of common, I suppose.
I had a professor when I was in college. This was just 2013 or something like that.
Yeah.
And this guy would come in with a fedora on and one of those long leather trench coats. And he would show us these videos called true movie trailers or something like that, where it would be guys like it would be dudes doing like I could find one for you, it'd be real easy, but like it's like a guy goofing on the movie trailers that are out at the time and like kind of spoiling it, and then he also showed us a cartoon video that looked kind of Honest Trailers. Paisley Fontaine's got it. And he also showed us a video, and I really, really wish I could find this.
Why? Who is this fucking man showing you these things?
He's a college professor. He's my professor at Ohio State University.
Of what class?
It was a 300-level sociology course about labor that I was in. So it wasn't even like a 101 course. Like
Honest Trailers? Why was it? What was his like rationale for showing you that?
It was just like he's like, you guys all listened really well.
Oh, that was like what we were university students, and he was like giving you a treat by showing you Honest Trailers.
Yeah.
How old was he?
I think he was maybe even like a little younger than me at the time. I don't know. He might have been like just my age, but he had
Are you up and around?
Robin Banks. Thank you.
Yeah, in my opinion, women love it when Jordan Peterson talks about women. Yep.
Oh, they do.
So
Dirty talk?
there's a typical pornographic stories, but not visual. Like men are pornographic visually, women are pornographic semantically. There's a big literature on this.
But what is it?
There's not big literature on this, and Bill Maher is such an idiot. He does like idiot stuff that he thinks like it's like he's stupid, but he wants to look like what he thinks people that teach at college look like. So he's doing the hand thing, and
they
stuff
look like
that.
swingers. They look like swingers. When you see like the shot of both of them, these look like classic Florida swingers.
Tom and Bunny probably fucked them, I'm sure.
Like he looks so much like a swinger. I mean, I know he is a sex guy, right? Like he is a sex guy.
Oh yeah, he used to. I know Maher was like a Playboy Mansion guy.
Yeah, he's like a creep sex guy. Maher is for sure. And Peterson, I don't know that is Peterson, is he even sexual? Does he? See, I don't know anything about what this guy talks about. Does he talk about like? Does he get horny and stuff? Does anyone know? Does Jordan Peterson get horny?
Yeah.
Does Jordan Peterson get horny? Can someone answer that question? I guess. I mean, he's talking kind of about sex here.
Okay, let's see. Let's see what else he says.
Okay.
Well, there's a classic story. It's the story of every Harlequin romance, and there are pornographic Harlequin romances. And,
you're saved by a handsome.
Well, that's part of it. It's 50 Shades of Grey, right? Which is the biggest selling novel ever. Right? Okay.
And I believe directed by.
Can you just imagine that these guys are swingers but their wives like hit it off. And their wives are in the other room, like fucking just having nasty sex with each other and just doing everything to each other that these two guys could never do. And they're sitting in like the other room having this conversation.
I used to get stuck a lot like in the early days when my wife started working at the place she works at, which is like a big corporation. She'd kind of make friends, and then we would go hang out at their house. And I never once ever at all had anything in common with the guy, but the women would leave the room, and I would be sitting in the room with a guy. Like, I remember a guy was like, I'm like talking to this guy, and he's like, he goes like, you see this grass? We're in his front yard, right?
Sick.
He's like, feel that grass.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
And I was like, okay. So I like felt the grass. And he was like, the landscapers came here. They put the wrong grass in here.
You're so like, you should have been like, I could fucking tell. That's not right for this area.
Well, no, because then he goes, so I called him. And I told him they need to take up every blade of this grass.
You should have been like, hell yeah.
Right grass in.
Hell yeah, brother. You should have been like, hell yeah, brother. Yeah, amen, man. You got to get the right grass. Then you would have been in with him.
He also he showed me every TV in his house.
Mm-hmm.
And Chris, it was a lot of TVs. It was so many TVs.
Did you tell him at the end, like, that's fucking awesome, man? You got fucking 7 TVs. Like, that's dope. You sounds like this guy. Well, I could have been friends with this. Yeah, were they all working TVs? What sizes?
Yeah, they did have a bathroom TV. They had one on their back porch up on the.
He had one on his back that he was carrying around. You could just watch TV back. When you were like, when he was showing you around. He also had a TV playing like some information about his TVs.
Riku Forever. This was in 2004 or 5 because. It was this like,
but when he was showing you the TVs, you probably could talk his ear off about that.
Yes, I could. I do think I did that. I do think I was like, so did you? I think like
did you rig up the Jerry cable unit on the red green contractor? Filler units. You got to get that hi-fi. he's like, what? Because that's
Yeah.
normal people don't know your inside.
Well,
lingo.
I think it was like I said, like, oh, how many amps you got in here? Just because, like, I knew that.
What does that mean? Who?
So in an apartment or a house, the cable sits. I don't know why I'm.
How many
telling you
amps
this,
you
so-
got in here? Like, if you heard that, would you guys know that? Am I stupid?
I was trying to fucking out wise him. You know what I'm talking about? Like
You wanted to you figured this was a dick swinging contest. You're about to throw a left hook with your fucking. You're about to hammer him with a shot.
Well, and I really, really, really wanted him to say, like, damn, you know a lot about TVs. Like, you know more about TVs than I do. Was kind of where I was at.
But I like how many amps do you have? I would think like, oh, music amps. Like, that's what I would think.
So only a certain amount of signal comes in the house, and when you split it, it goes down. And, you know, the more times you split it, the less there is. And so the cable company can put an amplifier in your house. And if you got, like, I think he said he had 15 TVs. If you got 15 TVs, you might need like 2 or 3 of them at that period of time.
But
So-
that he wouldn't even know any of it, right?
Right.
The fucking guy would just install that. He didn't know shit about that, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was what I was up to. I was just like, you know what? This guy's a dick. The grass thing was really off-putting to me.
Yeah, to tell you to feel it and touch the grass.
Yeah.
To me, it's like, if you're telling me to touch the grass, it better be for a good reason. It better be like for a positive. It better be like, oh, you feel how nice that is? You better not, don't wreck my day by telling me touch this grass and be like, this grass is wrong.
No, it was right.
The
The grass was right, Chris, that I touched.
But he already told you the grass is wrong. So now your fucking mind's all fucked up because you're like, it feels right to me. But he's telling me this is wrong. You know?
Well, he just made a bunch of landscapers come out and rip up all the grass and put new grass in after they had just finished.
That is a crazy thing to do because I didn't know. I know there must be different types of grass, but you know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, it looks like grass mostly, right?
Yeah. It just, all of it feels, I mean, I guess it was kind of soft grass, you know?
But did you know that, what was the thing that he would do? Oh, maybe it was with scissors. He would trim. My uncle is like we got to do lawn guys, man.
We will.
We honestly do. We should do it in the next run. Yeah. Cause my uncle was like a psychotic lawn guy, had like a perfect lawn. Oh, wait, no. This is the thing that he would do. He would fucking vacuum it.
His lawn?
He would vacuum the lawn to get like the leaves off of it.
Why?
You know, he had like a perfect, pristine, like everything immaculate. Someone said lawn guys are racist. I don't think he's racist. He said some questionable stuff. He's like an old uncle, you know what I mean? He's not like very racist, but he's questionable. He's questionable.
Let's see here.
Not to mention he's young when this is happening, to be clear. Not young, but like 55, like 50 type thing. So fully with it, you know, he was just like obsessed with it.
It's so, here we go.
A woman,
he's uncle racist.
Written by a woman.
Yeah, he's uncle racist.
Uncle
woman,
racist.
And certainly enjoyed by women.
Yes, right at the height of Me Too, by the way.
Yes, well,
that was actually off by years. 50 Shades of Grey was the early, because now he's like, they love 50
He's got
Shades
it all
of Grey.
wrong.
Yeah.
This guy is constantly wrong.
Yeah, he's very wrong. Watch, he's going to lean in, and then Bill Maher is going to be like, what?
The first one may be, Me Too.
The
Yes,
book,
correct. Yes.
Yeah, so that was very interesting. Okay, so here's the plot. It's Beauty and the Beast. So the Google engineers figured this out because they looked at billions of internet searches for pornographic material from women, and they analyzed the narrative.
Really?
Hey, me too.
Yeah, when I'm looking for porno, I'm looking for women.
Hey, you and me both, eh? Hey!
We love women over here.
We
Really?
love and
Yeah.
respect them.
So
How do you
cool.
know that?
There's a book called A Billion Wicked Thoughts that the Google engineers wrote.
Oh.
Yeah, and Google engineers make great psychologists because they're too stupid to be politically correct. So they just tell you what's actually true, and they don't even know that there's something.
Too stupid.
Yeah, they're
This
too
guy
stupid.
This guy's dumb.
Oh God, is he ever?
It's weird when smart guys or whatever, like, are, they're like, this guy's from like Harvard or whatever, and then they're like, they get tricked by something really dumb. You're like, what?
It is really funny because like I remember thinking, I always give Chapo Trap House this credit for this, that like I basically thought that anybody that was in the New York Times was a genius,
Yeah.
I was like, well, he's got to be smart. He's writing for the New York Times. And then when they started to like, analyze their stuff, I was like, these guys are fucking stupid. Yes, we can. Here, we'll Professor Herb.
Let's watch a little bit more though.
Yeah,
Come
let's
on,
see
we've
more.
only
And
given
then
them
we'll
a
do
minute
Professor
15.
Herb. I promise.
Then we'll get hurt.
Nothing wrong with it. It's like, this is just what happened because they're engineers.
Right.
You know?
They're nerds.
Yeah. So they just think,
yeah,
this is what the data.
They're nerds. Yes, that's right. They're the nerds in this.
Yeah, you're not a nerd.
Like, can you go back and like look at this? This guy's wearing a 3-piece fucking suit and he cries all the time on internet videos. and look at you. You look
They're nerds.
Yeah. So they just think, this is what the.
They're nerds.
They're nerds. I mean,
Data
this
show.
is outrageous.
You got a problem with that? Like, how would anyone have a problem with that? Because they're
I love
engineers,
that. I
right?
love
So,
that.
okay, so there's 5 male categories that are hyper attractive on the pornographic front to women: vampires, werewolves, pirates, surgeons, and billionaires.
Werewolves?
Well, we have heard someone talk about how monsters can be sexy. A certain count. I think he's
Mr.
also be a
Dracula.
professor as well. Yeah.
Yes, werewolves. This motherfucker said werewolves.
Yeah, this guy doesn't know anything. Every time he's like talking, he's like, it messes me up that people kind of look up to people like this. I guess so. He's like a professor, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it is hard. Like he has some like cachet in people's minds, and it's too bad.
Like my sister watches all of his videos.
Yeah, like he seems to have a lot of bad ideas or whatever, but I don't know.
I love Professor Herb, so I would always trust him. He says adequate, so that's already good.
Hey, that's right. That's right,
laughing.
man. So, I can't help this. This is just how it is. And so
So if you were a billionaire pirate with a medical degree, you could fucking kill it out there.
you'd
huh?
be like,
slaying right now.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
whoa, that
You'd
big
be slaying it.
fucking coke snort. These guys are fucking psychotic, man. I don't want to watch these guys anymore.